Okay, in this video we are going to be covering EQ and compression. Here's a few tracks that I have already recorded with my band. We've got like the blue for drums, green for guitar, yellow for vocals, and obviously no bass track in there yet. I have gone through and done them, but I'm going to show you exactly what I've done. I'm going to explain how they work. So here's the vocals clean, like straight just from the microphone. This is completely clean. You are the deadline. You are the days gone by, not worth my time. Alright, so we've got a lot of peaks happening in here. See these peaks in here? Have a look, they're too big basically. So what we're going to do is I like to add a compressor first. So remember it's bottom up on podium. And what this does is it squashes the signal. It squashes these peaks down, but what it will also do is make the smaller ones more prominent. So if we have a listen. You are the deadline. You are the days gone by, not worth my time. So if you listen to time, if you listen to that with it off. Gone by, not worth my time. It's very attacky. By, not worth my time. Time, you know, well, that was well off, but you know, time, it was really boom in your face. So let's listen to it with the compressor on. By, not worth my time. It's a little bit more control. You are the edges of a paper plane aimed at my face. Yeah, so it's more, the volume is more controlled. So if we have a look here, these light blue bits are what you and I are hearing. By, not worth my time. And these dark blue bits are the bits that have been turned down. Now we can choose how much to turn it down by on this ratio bit here. Okay, I don't tend to watch the limit because I don't tend to use it. I mean, because it starts to go, it sounds too rubbish. So listen. By, not worth my time. It sounds more, I don't know, it sounds digitalized and I don't really like it. By, not worth my time. I think it sounds a lot better. A lot better with it open. And just controlling it with these two, really. These are the only really real things that I touch, and obviously your in and out gains. For vocals at least, anyway. So your threshold are these two outer lines. Ignore the middle line, that's your centre. But these two outer lines here, that's where it will start looking for frequencies to turn down. So anything above it, at 2.5 dB. If it's 2.5 dB above that line, it will start turning it down. By, not worth my time. You see, it doesn't turn it down at the line. You are the edges of a... It turns it down. If it's 2.5 dB above, it will turn it down. And it just keeps it natural still and just keeps it in check. So that's what a compressor does. EQ-wise, changes the volumes of certain frequencies in the tracks. Now, this is Reaper's EQ VST, which I absolutely love for guitars and for vocals. So if we listen to it with it off again, like we have. You are the deadline. Let's turn it on. You are the deadline. It's just more. So what I've done is I've taken off all of the low end. So this is like the mic rumble. I've got quite a low voice, so I'll have to take off quite a bit of low end, really. And with EQ, you want to always try and subtract rather than add. Because if you can hear a problem, if there's a frequency in there, like a really nasally frequency or something, if you just add stuff around it to mask it, you haven't fixed the problem and you could be introducing new ones. So what we do is we find the frequencies that we don't like and we get rid of them instead. This here is just a bit of boost for brightness. So there was, you know, sound in there that I did like that I wanted more of. You are the days gone by, not worth my time. So it's off. You are the edges on of a paper plane aimed at my face. You hear the differences there? So this EQ is obviously getting the sound from the compressor. You just have to remember that it goes from bottom up. And also I've rolled off the top, so you get a lot less of the airiness. It helps with the de-essing as well. So that's compression and EQ. So what we could do is, let me turn these off, and I'll unmute everything, and we'll listen to see how it sits naturally in the recording. And I have got distortion stuff in this, so here we go. Oh, or not. There we go. You are the deadline. You are the days gone by. Not worth my time. All right, so let's turn them on. And if you listen to line here, it's much quieter than dead. You are the deadline. You see how much quieter that was? So if oh, I got rid of it. Can I undo that? Yes, I can. Shift click. There we go, Andy. Shift click. Let's turn these back on. Actually, let's go one more time because I've distracted us all. You are the deadline. Turn them on. You are the deadline. You are the days gone by. Not worth my time. Alright. You are the deadline. You are the days gone by. Not worth my time. You are the edges of a paper plane. And at my face. Cut my cheeks and watch me bleed. My paper cuts. Just makes that tiny bit of difference. It's all these small changes that will help your final mix. If you can make that stand out at this point, you're laughing. So that's it for this video. What we'll do next time is we'll talk about the guitars and what I do to the guitars, and just putting them in, so how we record them, and what I've done here. Look at this. All right, so yeah, and we'll talk about group tracks as well. Okay, thank you very much. See you next time.